I can see her lying back in her saddle.
Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. I'm a little late getting this out. I know I'm I think a couple hours behind my normal time zone. Here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and no homebrews, but I'm pretty excited. Please pardon the hotel glassware, but yeah. So this is really cool. Upslope. One I have drunk. Is that right? I have drunk some. Had drunk. I have drank. I don't know. Some pretty good beers since I've been here in Colorado. Spent some time with. Flew in on Sunday. Spent some time with one of my friends up in Aurora near Denver, and it's funny. I arrived. He had his son, who is 14, I think, and he had $60 laid out. I arrive. His son's like, Mr. Dean, I've got instructions. I've got cash. Where to go to the beer store near their house and pick up some good beers. So for when my dad gets home. So anyway, I took this young man. We went to the beer store, and I said, "Hey, your money's no good here." Good friend of mine. His dad. We've been Army buddies for a very long time, and picked up some really good Odell's and Upslope and man, all kinds of beers. Probably drank a little bit too much on Sunday. We were watching some Game of Thrones and drinking, sampling several IPAs. A few of them were doubles. But anyway, so we were moving a little slow the next morning, but then Monday I drove down here to the Springs where I have my work thing, and so it's been a good solid work week. That said, let me get a sip of this. Cheers. These guys are good. This Upslope, there was a beer documentary movie done. Man, I wish I could think of the name of it. Yeah, maybe I'll put it in the bottom here if I can look it up. But anyway, it starts off. The beer documentary is about all of the Colorado-based breweries. It kind of focuses in on Fort Collins, which is where I believe Upslope is from Fort Collins. And the interesting thing about Upslope, if I remember from the documentary, no, I'm sorry, Upslope is in Boulder. But Upslope, I think the brewer, when the owner / brewer, I guess, he wasn't the brewer, but when he started this company, there was like the international or the world hop shortage in the United States. And so he was hiring this brewer that was coming from South America, I think. And this brewer's like, hey, we've got some pretty cool hops down here in South America. We don't have a shortage. So he's like, really? So he linked up with this guy in South America who was coming to be his brewer and got a nice supply of these South American hops, which were very unique. I don't think in the documentary they say the exact hops they were, but they made some very specific tasting and aroma beers. And I think, by necessity, he got this alternate source, but it worked out really well. And I think now they still use, the South American hops for Upslope. So anyway, hopefully I put the title of the documentary in the bottom. You can watch it on Netflix, I think. It might even be on YouTube, but I think it's definitely on Netflix. So if you have a Netflix subscription, TM trademark, you can watch it. But anyway, it's cool to finally get to drink it because I can't get Upslope where I am. I can't get Odell's, I don't think, where I am, and they make really, really good IPAs as well. So I'm excited to get back home because I had just tapped my Nordic School DIPA, and I'd had 1 pint of it, and it was really, really good. But I had literally just carbed it. Excited. It's been conditioning for like a week. By the time I get back, it should be nice and what I call it burned in. It's green when you first taste it, if you know what I mean. And then after about a week or so, or sometimes 2 weeks, it kind of comes into its own. So I call it burned in. So it should be burned in. And I have a really crappy flight tomorrow. I think I gotta connect through DFW, which is always fun. But I won't be getting back until like a god-awful hour early Friday morning. So do a little bit of work during the day and then fly out of here. Snow is coming, which, for us in DC right now, snow is kind of like foreign territory. It's very solidly in spring right now. So it's supposed to start snowing here tonight. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't think it's going to snow too bad. Should have no problems getting out. But anyway, this will be a really short one. We did go to last night. Some of my work buddies, work colleagues, had told me about this really cool German restaurant called Edelweiss. So we went there and had, man, the best food I've had in a while. I had this kind of combination plate with anyway, I'll show a picture of it here. But we had and here's what's really cool. So we took an Uber from my hotel, because hey, it's always don't drink and drive, be safe. So we took an Uber from the hotel to this restaurant, Edelweiss, and I was kind of busy yakking, catching up with my work colleagues I haven't seen in several months because I'd been on recovery, and then, but getting to the restaurant, already into a beer and eating dinner, and the German owner of the restaurant comes up and says, "Hey, did anybody lose their phone?" So I reached down and oh, my phone's gone. Holy crap. And she's like, "Hey, your Uber driver is up front. He brought your phone back." So I run up front. The Uber driver's there. Super nice guy. Just a lovely man. And I gave the guy a hug. I was so grateful that, he, went out of his way to bring my phone back. Figured out that, and, it's, smartphones are not cheap, as you well know. And, it's kind of like you keep your life in your phone, which I'm recording on right now. But there's a lot of important stuff on your phone that you don't necessarily want to lose until you lose it, But anyway, he brought it back. He would not take a tip. I tried to give him some cash, it's kind of like the Godfather, here you go. He wouldn't take it. But anyway, restores my faith in humanity. There's nice people out there. There are nice people out there. And yeah, just very happy. So kind of wrapped up a good trip. Like I said, I'll be heading back home. Be back home for this weekend. Look forward to, and oh, by the way, I was saying I look forward to sleeping in my own bed again. I have to say, Hilton does some pretty good pillows and sheets, and it's pretty darn comfortable here. However, I did buy a My Pillow trademark. You've seen the advertisements from the guy that does My Pillow. Well, because I've had these 3 neck fusion surgeries. It kind of sucks trying to sleep on a pillow. It either sinks down too low or it's too high. Well, the My Pillow, they've been advertising this, and I'm like, man, is this guy full of crap? So I was out shopping the other day, and a guy had a booth set up, and he was selling My Pillows right there. So I bought 2. He had a deal. Holy moly! It is the best night's sleep, and for someone who has 10 screws in their neck, it is perfect. So anyway, not trying to plug My Pillow, but just kind of came up randomly. Anyway, hey, have yourself a happy homebrew, or in this case, a Upslope IPA, and have a very, very happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.